Imagine this: a financial emergency hits out of nowhere, and you're left scrambling, stressed, and uncertain about your future. What if I told you that the right financial habits could have saved you not just from that stress but from potential disaster? We often underestimate the impact of financial stability on our lives, but the truth is, the right approach to money management isn't just about comfort, it's about survival. Financial success isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. The tips I'm about to share could quite literally save your life. Are you ready to take control? Are you prepared to do what it takes to ensure that you and your loved ones are financially secure, no matter what life throws at you? The time to act is now. When we think of life-saving measures, we often imagine dramatic scenarios, heroic efforts in a crisis, medical interventions, or last-minute rescues. But what if I told you that financial success is just as crucial to your survival? It's not as flashy or immediately visible, but having control over your finances can be the difference between thriving and just barely getting by. It can protect you from the unforeseen, offer peace of mind in tumultuous times, and ensure that your future is not left to chance. Financial success is not just about wealth, it's about security, freedom, and the ability to navigate life's uncertainties without losing your balance. Yet, too many people neglect the importance of financial planning, thinking they have time, that they can deal with it later, or that somehow, things will just work out. But the truth is, financial stability is something you must actively create and maintain. It's not something that happens by accident, and it's not something you can afford to ignore. The concept of an emergency fund may seem basic, but it's one of the most crucial components of financial success. Think of it as your financial lifeline, the safety net that will catch you when life inevitably throws you a curveball. Whether it's an unexpected medical bill, a sudden job loss, or an urgent home repair, having an emergency fund can mean the difference between a temporary setback and a full-blown financial crisis. An emergency fund provides the liquidity you need to handle unexpected expenses without resorting to debt. It's your first line of defense against financial instability. Without it, you're vulnerable to any number of financial disasters. Imagine losing your job and having no savings to fall back on. How long could you survive before you're forced to rely on credit cards, loans, or even selling off assets? The stress and anxiety that come from living paycheck to paycheck, with no cushion to fall back on, can be overwhelming and detrimental to both your mental and physical health. An emergency fund is not a luxury, it's a necessity. It's the foundation upon which all other aspects of your financial success are built. Without it, even the best financial plans can quickly unravel in the face of an unexpected expense. Building an emergency fund requires discipline and consistency. Start by setting a target. Most financial experts recommend saving 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. If that seems daunting, don't be discouraged. Start small, with a goal of saving $1,000 as a buffer for minor emergencies. Once you reach that milestone, continue to build your fund until you reach your ultimate goal. Automate your savings by setting up automatic transfers from your checking account to a dedicated emergency savings account. Treat it like any other bill that must be paid every month. This way, you're consistently adding to your fund without having to think about it. To protect your emergency fund, keep it separate from your regular savings and checking accounts. Consider placing it in a high-yield savings account where it can earn interest but remains easily accessible. The key is to ensure that the money is liquid, easily converted to cash when needed, but not so accessible that you're tempted to dip into it for non-emergencies. Having a fully funded emergency fund provides more than just financial security, it gives you peace of mind. Knowing that you have a safety net in place allows you to approach life's challenges with confidence, rather than fear. It gives you the freedom to take risks, such as pursuing a new job opportunity or starting a business, without the paralyzing fear of financial ruin. Debt is one of the most common obstacles to financial success, yet it's also one of the most easily avoided, if you're disciplined and strategic. The problem with debt is that it often starts small and manageable, but can quickly spiral out of control, leading to financial stress, strained relationships, and even bankruptcy. Avoiding unnecessary debt is crucial to your long-term financial health. Debt can be seductive. It offers the promise of immediate gratification, buy now, pay later. But the reality is that debt is a silent killer of financial success. It drains your resources, limits your options, and can trap you in a cycle of payments that never seem to end. The interest you pay on debt is money that could have been invested or saved. It's money that you'll never get back. Over time, even a small amount of debt can grow exponentially due to interest and fees. The stress of carrying debt can also have serious implications for your health and well-being, leading to anxiety, depression, and other stress-related conditions. The best way to avoid debt is to live within your means. This means spending less than you earn and resisting the temptation to finance a lifestyle you can't afford. It's about making smart choices, like driving a car you can afford without a loan, renting an apartment within your budget, and avoiding high-interest credit cards. If you already have debt, it's essential to create a plan to pay it off as quickly as possible. Start by listing all of your debts, including the balance, interest rate, and minimum payment for each. Prioritize paying off high-interest debt first, while continuing to make minimum payments on the others. As you pay off each debt, roll the amount you were paying into the next debt on your list, creating a snowball effect that accelerates your progress. Consider consolidating high-interest debt into a lower-interest loan or transferring balances to a credit card with a lower interest rate, but be cautious, these options can be helpful, but only if they're part of a larger plan to pay off your debt. Living debt-free is one of the most liberating experiences you can have. It gives you control over your finances, reduces stress, and allows you to allocate your resources toward building wealth rather than paying off interest. It also opens up opportunities, whether it's saving for a home, investing in your education, or taking a dream vacation. Being debt-free gives you the financial flexibility to pursue your goals. While saving and avoiding debt are essential components of financial success, they're not enough on their own to build lasting wealth. To truly secure your financial future, you need to invest. Investing allows your money to grow over time, creating a source of income that can sustain you in retirement and beyond. One of the most powerful forces in investing is compound interest. Albert Einstein reportedly called it the eighth wonder of the world, and for a good reason. Compound interest allows your investments to grow exponentially over time. It's the interest you earn on your interest, and it's what makes investing such a critical component of wealth building. The earlier you start investing, the more time your money has to grow. Even small, regular contributions can add up significantly over time, thanks to the power of compounding. This is why it's essential to start investing as soon as possible, even if you can only afford to invest a small amount. Investing involves risk, but you can mitigate that risk through diversification, spreading your investments across a variety of assets, such as stocks, bonds, and real estate. Diversification reduces the impact of any single investment's poor performance on your overall portfolio. When building your investment portfolio, consider your risk tolerance, investment goals, and time horizon. A well-diversified portfolio should include a mix of assets that balance risk and return, allowing you to grow your wealth while protecting yourself from significant losses. Investing is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It requires consistency, patience, and a long-term perspective. The markets will fluctuate, and there will be periods of volatility, but it's important to stay the course and avoid making emotional decisions. Stick to your investment plan, continue to invest regularly, and resist the temptation to time the market. Remember, it's time in the market, not timing the market, that leads to long-term success. Over time, your investments will grow, and you'll be well on your way to building wealth that lasts. Building wealth is important, but protecting that wealth is equally critical. Life is unpredictable, and without the proper safeguards in place, your hard-earned assets could be at risk. Insurance and estate planning are two essential tools for protecting your wealth and ensuring that it's passed on to future generations. Insurance is a key component of financial planning. It provides protection against the financial impact of unexpected events, such as illness, disability, or death. There are several types of insurance to consider, including health insurance, life insurance, disability insurance, and homeowners or renters insurance. Each type of insurance serves a specific purpose, but the goal is the same: to protect you and your family from financial hardship. For example, health insurance can prevent medical bills from wiping out your savings, while life insurance can provide for your family in the event of your untimely death. Estate planning is another critical aspect of protecting your wealth. It involves creating a plan for how your assets will be distributed after your death. Without an estate plan, your assets could be tied up in probate, subject to taxes, or distributed in a way that doesn't align with your wishes. An estate plan typically includes a will, which outlines how you want your assets to be distributed, as well as other important documents, such as a power of attorney and a living will. You may also consider setting up a trust to manage your assets and provide for your heirs. Having the right insurance and an estate plan in place provides peace of mind. You can rest easy knowing that your wealth is protected and that your loved ones will be taken care of, no matter what happens. It's about taking control of your financial future and ensuring that your legacy is secure. The tips we've discussed, building an emergency fund, avoiding debt, Investing for the future, and protecting your wealth, are essential components of financial success. They're not just about accumulating wealth, they're about creating a financial foundation that will support you through life's ups and downs. But financial success doesn't happen by accident. It requires discipline, consistency, and a commitment to making smart financial decisions every day. It's about taking responsibility for your financial future and making the choices that will lead to long-term success. Are you prepared to do what it takes to ensure that you and your loved ones are financially secure, no matter what life throws at you? If you found this information helpful, please give this video a big thumbs up. Your support means the world to me and helps me create more content like this. Don't forget to leave a comment below, sharing your thoughts or asking any questions. And if you know someone who would find this useful, hit that share button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.